There, the vice chair is over here. Yes. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, everyone.
All right, Andrea Tupola. And by the way, today is Cranky Co-workers Day, so congratulations, Nina girl. It's
Wow. He's starting early, yeah?
I'm surrounded by Kamehameha graduates. I might get lickings today on this show. But real quick, seriously, I wanted to get the heads up out there about that food recall.
That's crazy.
Now, this is from Hormel Foods. They are recalling nearly 5 million pounds of ready-to-eat frozen chicken products.
See, this is what I don't understand is that last week, Coca-Cola recalled cans of soda due to contamination from metal fragments in the drinks. So what's the scoop sound with Hormel?
All right, it's just same thing. It's due to potential contamination with metal pieces.
What?
What is the deal over here? Now, the contamination originated from a conveyor belt that was used during production, and the issue came to light right after multiple complaints from food service customers, including hotels, restaurants, who found metal in the products. Again, so this is not like consumer grade like we would have in our homes that we might pick up from Costco or wherever you shop, but this is places that we go out to eat.
Can you imagine though? You go take your family out for a nice, a nice evening, and you're sitting there, you're eating the chicken and bite into metal.
Dangerous.
That's the worst, right?
And us local people, especially my people, we all the way down to the cartilage.
So
and
you're saying you
everything.
probably didn't catch it.
It
went right down your throat.
Wow. Here's the thing. The pieces varied in size, measuring roughly 2 millimeters by 17 millimeters. So kind of small.
It's about half an inch, just over half an inch, 17 millimeters.
Oh, she knows her measurements.
Wow, made me look foolish. Again, this is for the food service chicken products, so be aware of that. And if you're going out eat, just make sure you ask the server, is this organic chicken?
Absolutely. And sorry to start your Monday off like this, family, but here's another heads up. Over 183 million email passwords were stolen in a massive data breach.
What's the scoop, sis?
Okay, well, here's the thing. The breach occurred back in April. But we're only just hearing about it now because an Australian cyber expert went spill the tea. If you've got an email address from any of these major providers, Gmail, Outlook, and Yahoo, you may have been affected. And I think that's pretty much every human in the planet, right? Anybody that owns an email probably has one of those,
Almost
right?
200 million people worldwide. Yeah,
Absolutely.
That's pretty much everybody.
So you might want to spend just a little bit of time today changing your passwords.
Yes.
Yeah.
They also have a website where you can punch in your email address, and then they'll check for you to see if you were hacked. I did that to a couple of mine, but I'm really kind of hesitant to do those things because I don't know if they're gonna capture that and then all of a sudden I'm gonna get spam.
I know.
You know what I mean?
You never know when you're checking on yourself if they're checking on you.
Yes, exactly. No, check me out because I checking you out. That's my policy. Now, this is another one that's a lot of people are getting geared up for this because if you receive Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program services or SNAP, those benefits, the Hawaii Department of Human Services announced that there's going to be a temporary suspension of November 2025 SNAP benefits.
Of course, this is due to the ongoing federal government shutdown, yeah?
Yeah.
But do you have any further scoops for us?
Yeah, the Food and Nutrition Service, or FNS, notified states that all November 2025 SNAP benefit allotments are suspended effective November 1st. So that is that Saturday?
That's coming up this Saturday, yes.
And it's going to remain suspended until sufficient federal funding is appropriated or the agency issues updated direction.
So what does a suspension of benefits mean for you? Well, benefits issued before November 1st remain on your EBT cards and can still be used at authorized retailers. Retroactive benefits for November will be issued once funding is restored.
Wow. This is, again, a lot of our kupuna, a lot of our families, many of them in the places that we live, we're from Amanalo, you represent the West Side, depend on those SNAP benefits. And I know that, as the vice chair, you guys are constantly finding ways to make sure that there's like a safety net, a catch-all, if you will, for our ohana. And I know we have some resources, yeah?
So the city and county has funded some programs, such as Elepayo. We've helped a little bit with them. That's through the Waianae Coast Comp.
Yes.
They do have food pantry for kupuna as well as for keiki. But there are many churches. I'll be very honest. Throughout the week, I know exactly what churches are where they're distributing. So it might be a time where we need our church faith-based community to step up.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of times they do, and that is so awesome. I know also SNAP has an outreach program, Aloha United Way, 211.
Right. There's of course Hawaii Food Bank, and I believe on Hawaii Island it's called the Hawaii Food Basket.
Yes.
Right. So yeah, I think at this time, family may be reaching out and saying, I need help.
Yeah,
Right.
just to
and I
prep.
think part of that is, the shame of, oh my gosh, it's already embarrassing. I get EBT and SNAP and people can see me using the cards. But now I think, especially with this month, we don't even know what's going to happen into December. That's why.
Yeah.
That federal government shutdown may continue. So ask for help where is needed.
And also definitely reach out to your congressional delegation, our Hawaii congressional delegation, because you can put in those calls. Although they are, because Hawaii is a blue state, so all of our delegation are Democrats, and it's that gridlock between the Democrats and the Republicans. But you can still make those calls to your congressional delegate. Now we want to turn things over to you. What's the scoops? What do you think about all the things we just talked about? Of course, the Hormel recall. We got the compromised Gmail passwords, and then the SNAP benefits. Are you concerned? Are you worried about it? Of course, according to the state, the benefits will be suspended if they don't reach an agreement. And when I say we, I mean Congress, by this Saturday. So let us know by sending an email at inalifelive@kitv.com, or you can post a comment directly to this video on our YouTube page. Just search out KITV.